Namaste, Dandavat Pranam. By the instruction and grace of our spiritual master, Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa, Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj, we're here reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 4, The Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 4, Text 27. Tatasva Bhartus Charanam Bujasavam Jagad Gurus Chintyati Na Chaparam Tadharsha Deho Hatha Kalmasa Sati Sadhya Prajadvala Samadhi Jagina. Sati concentrated all her meditation on the holy lotus feet of her husband, Lord Shiva, who is the supreme spiritual master of all the world. Thus she became completely cleansed of all taints of sin and quit her body in a blazing fire by meditation on the fiery elements. Purport. Sati at once thought of the lotus feet of her husband, Lord Shiva, who is one of the three great personalities of Godhead in charge of the management of the material world, and simply by meditating on his lotus feet, she derived such great pleasure that she forgot about everything in relationship with her body. This pleasure was certainly material because she gave up her body for another body that was also material. But by this example, we can appreciate the devotee's pleasure in concentrating his mind and attention on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, Vishnu or Krishna. There is such transcendental bliss in simply meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord that one can forget everything but the Lord's transcendental form. This is the perfection of yogic samadhi, or ecstasy. In this verse, it is stated that by such meditation, she became free from all contamination. What was that contamination? The contamination was her concept of the body derived from daksha, but she forgot that bodily relationship in trance. The purport is that when one becomes free from all bodily relationships within this material world and simply places himself in the position of an eternal servant of the Supreme Lord, it is to be understood that all the contamination of his material attachment has been burned by the blazing fires of transcendental ecstasy. It is not necessary for one to manifest a blazing fire externally, for if one forgets all his bodily relationships within this material world and becomes situated in his spiritual identity, it is said that one has been freed from all material contamination by the blazing fire of yogic samadhi, or ecstasy. That is the topmost perfection of yoga. If one keeps his bodily relationships within this material world and poses himself as a great yogi, he is not a bona fide yogi. In Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.15, it is stated, Yat kirtanam yat smaranam. Simply by chanting the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, simply by remembering the lotus feet of Krishna, simply by offering prayers unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one is immediately freed from material contamination, the material bodily concept, by the blazing fire of ecstasy. This effect takes place immediately without a second's delay. According to Sri Jiva Goswami, that Sati quit her body means that she gave up within her heart her relationship with Daksha. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also comments that since Sati is the superintendent deity of the external potency, when she quit her body, she did not get a spiritual body, but simply transferred from the body she had received from Daksha. Other commentators also say that she immediately transferred herself into the womb of Menaka, her future mother. She gave up the body she had received from Daksha and immediately transferred herself to another, better body, but this does not mean that she got a spiritual body. 28. Tatpasyatam ke bhuvi chadbhutam mahad haheti vada sumahan ajyata anta priya daivatamasya devi Jahavasun sati prakopita. When Sati annihilated her body in anger, there was a tumultuous roar all over the universe. Why had Satī, the wife of the most respectable demigod Lord Shiva, quit her body in such a manner? Purport. There was a tumultuous roaring all over the universe in the societies of the demigods of different planets, because Satī was the daughter of Daksha, the greatest of all kings, and the wife of Lord Shiva, the greatest of all demigods. Why did she become so angry that she gave up her body? Since she was the daughter of a great personality and wife of a great personality, she had nothing to desire. But still she gave up her body in dissatisfaction. Certainly this is astonishing. One cannot attain complete satisfaction even if one is situated in the greatest material opulence. There was nothing Satī could not achieve either from her relationship with her father or from her relationship with the greatest of demigods, but still, for some reason, she was dissatisfied. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.6 explains that one has to achieve real satisfaction, yayatma suprasiddhanti, right? Yayatma suprasiddhati. But Atma, the body, mind, and soul, all become completely satisfied only if one develops devotional service to the absolute truth. Sabhai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhoksaje. Adhoksaja means the absolute truth. If one can develop this unflinching love for the transcendental supreme personality of Godhead, that can give complete satisfaction. Otherwise, there is no possibility of satisfaction in the material world or anywhere else. Dandavat Pranam Ananda Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat.
Text 29. Aho anhatmyam mahad asya pasyata prajaptiryasya characharam praja jahav asunyad vimatam majasati manasvinim hanam abhikshnam arhati. It was astonishing that Daksha, who was a Prajapati, the maintainer of all living entities, was so disrespectful to his own daughter Satī, who was not only chaste but was also a great soul, that she gave up her body because of his neglect. Purport. The word anatmya is significant. Atmya means the life of the soul. So this word indicates that although Daksha, appearing to be living, actually he was a dead body. Although Daksha appeared to be living, he was actually a dead body. Otherwise, how could he neglect Satī, who was his own daughter? It was the duty of Daksha to look after the maintenance and comforts of all living entities because he was suited as a Prajapati. He was situated as a Prajapati, the governor of all living entities. Therefore, how is it that he neglected his own daughter, who was the most exalted and chaste woman, a great soul, who therefore deserved the most respectable treatment from her father? The death of Satī, because of her being neglected by Daksha, her father, was most astonishing to all the great demigods of the universe. Text 30. Soyam durmarsha hridayo brahmadrukcha loke pakirtimahatim avapshasyati yad angajam svam purusha dvid udyatam na pratyasedan mritaye paradahata. Daksha, who is so hard-hearted that he is unworthy to be a Brahmana, will gain extensive ill fame because of his offenses to his daughter, because of not having prevented her death, and because of his great envy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport. Daksha is described here as a most hard-hearted and therefore unqualified to be a Brahmana. Brahmadruk is described by some commentators to mean Brahma Bandhu, or friend of the Brahmanas. A person who is born in a Brahmana family but has no Brahminical qualifications is called a Brahma Bandhu. Brahmanas are generally very soft-hearted and forbearing because they have the power to control the senses and the mind. Daksha, however, was not forbearing, for the simple reason that his son-in-law, Lord Shiva, did not stand up to show him the formality of respect. He became so angry and hard-hearted that he tolerated even the death of his dearest daughter. Satī tried her best to mitigate the misunderstanding between the son-in-law and the father-in-law by coming to the father's house, even without an invitation. And at the time, Daksha should have received her, forgetting all past misunderstandings. But he was so hard-hearted that he was unworthy to be called an Aryan or Brahmana. Thus his ill fame still continues. Daksha means expert, and he was given this name because of his ability to beget many hundreds of thousands of children. Persons who are too sexually inclined and materialistic become so hard-hearted because of a slight loss of prestige that they can tolerate even the death of their children. 31. Vadhatyevam jane satya justvasu chagam adbhutam daksham tat parshadahantum udhatistan udayudha. While people were talking amongst themselves about the wonderful voluntary death of Satī, the attendants who had come with her readied themselves to kill Daksha with their weapons. Purport. The attendants who came with Satī were meant to protect her from calamities. But since they were unable to protect their master's wife, they decided to die for her. And before dying, they wanted to kill Daksha. It is the duty of attendants to give protection to their master, and in case of failure, it is their duty to die. Text 32. Tesham apatatam vegam nishamya bhagavam brigu yagyagna gena yajusu dakshinagno juhavaha. They came forward forcibly, but Bhrigu Muni saw the daughter, and offering oblations into the southern side of the sacrificial fire, immediately uttered mantric hymns from the Yajur Veda, by which the destroyers of yogic performances could be killed immediately. Bhrigu Muni saw the danger. They came forward forcibly, but Bhrigu Muni saw the danger, and offering oblations into the southern side of the sacrificial fire, it immediately uttered mantric hymns from the Yajur Veda, by which the destroyers of yogic performances could be killed immediately. Purport. Here is one example of powerful hymns in the Vedas, which, when chanted, could perform wonderful acts in the present age of Kali. It is not possible to find expert mantra chanters. Therefore, all the sacrifices recommended in the Vedas are forbidden in this age. The only sacrifice recommended in this age is the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, because in this age it is not possible to accumulate the needed funds for performing sacrifices, not to speak of finding expert brahmanas who can chant the mantras perfectly. Text 33. Advaryuna huyamane deva utpetur ojasa prabhavo nama tapasa somham prapta sahasrasa. When Bhrigu Muni offered oblations in the fire, immediately many thousands of demigods named Ribhus became manifested. All of them were powerful, having achieved strength from Soma, the moon. Purport. It is stated here that many thousands of demigods named Ribhus became manifest because of the oblations offered in the fire and the chanting of the hymns from the Yajur Veda. Brahmanas like Bhrigu Muni were so powerful that they could create such powerful demigods simply by chanting the Vedic mantras. Vedic mantras are still available, but the chanters are not. By chanting Vedic mantras or chanting the Gayatri or Rig mantra, one can attain the results one desires. In the present age of Kali, it is recommended by Lord Chaitanya that simply by chanting Hare Krishna, one can attain all perfection. Text 34. Tar alat yudai sarve pramata saha guyaka Hanyamanadi Shobejor, Usadbir Brahma Tejasa. When the Ribu demigods attacked the ghosts and the Guyakas with half-burned fuel from the Yagya fire, all these attendants of Satī fled in different directions and disappeared. This was possible simply because of the Brahma Tejas, Brahminical power. Purport. The word Brahma Tejasa, used in this verse, is significant. In those days, Brahmanas were so powerful that simply by desiring and by chanting a Vedic mantra, they could accomplish very wonderful effects. But in the present age of degradation, there are no such Brahmanas. According to the Pancharatrika system, in this age, the entire population is supposed to consist of Sudras because the Brahminical culture has been lost. But if anyone displays signs of understanding Krishna consciousness, he should be accepted according to Vaishnava Smriti regulations as a prospective Brahmana and should be given all facilities to achieve the highest perfection. The most magnanimous gift of Lord Chaitanya's is that the highest perfection of life is available in this fallen age if one simply adopts the process of chanting Hare Krishna, which is able to bring about the fulfillment of all activities in self-realization. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 4th canto, 4th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Satī Quits Her Body. And thus ends our reading for today. We'll continue from chapter 5, text 1 on Friday. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev, Srila Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the worldwide devotees, Sama Bhaktiveda Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Navadut Dham Ki Jai, Nishringapali Dham Ki Jai, Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Dhru Ki Jai. Ganga Mai, Yamuna Mai Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Giri Govardhan, Gupta Govardhan Dham Ki Jai. Sham Kund, Radhakund Ki Jai, Tulsi Devi, Bhakti Devi, Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Jai Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai, Scientific Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai. Princeton Bhaktivedanta Institute Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Institute Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari 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 Bol. Jai Sripad Krishna Prabhu Ki Jai. Hare Krishna.